Theodore. He's a tugboat and a friendly tugboat too. A friendly tugboat too. Oh, Theodore likes to do the things that friendly tugboats do.
Hello. Oh, my goodness. It's that time. Do you hear those bagpipes? That's my friend Rodney. He works here in the big harbor. Oh, he's going away to bagpipe school. And he's playing the bagpipes to say goodbye to me. Goodbye, Rodney. Bye-bye. Bye. You know, saying goodbye to someone can be hard. Have you ever not wanted to say goodbye? Yeah. You know, not long ago, Theodore had to say goodbye to a special friend. Oh, but that's a good story for today. Dartmouth the cable ship was visiting the big harbor. He was laying his giant cable along the shore. Please move me a little closer, Theodore, he called. Theodore helped push the great ship a little closer to shore. Thanks, Theodore, said Dartmouth. I really couldn't do this without you. You're welcome, smiled Theodore. He just loved helping Dartmouth steer in and out of the winding inlets and coves around the big harbor. It was an important job, but most of all, Dartmouth was so nice. Oops, called a voice. Sure enough, it was Digby, the harbor's own small cable ship. He was helping too, kind of.
Barnacles and blisters,
Blubbered Digby.
stuck on the jibberty-spiggity cable again.
It seems poor Digby is always getting stuck on something. Theodore helped Digby untangle himself. There you go, Digby, smiled Theodore.
Thanks, Theodore,
Said Digby. I think I spend more time helping Digby than Dartmouth, he thought to himself with a grin. It sure is a great day to lay cables, said Dartmouth. The greatest, agreed Theodore.
the finest kind of day,
chirped Digby. I don't think there was anything those three liked better than laying cables together. And talking about cables together. And, well, just being together. Working with you is my favorite thing in the whole world, Theodore said to Digby and Dartmouth. Why, thank you, Theodore, said Dartmouth with a big smile on his voice. I like working with you both very much, too.
We're the three good buddies, proclaimed Digby. Aren't we, boys?
We sure are, agreed Dartmouth. And always will be, concluded Theodore. The three friends were almost at the entrance of the harbor. Well, announced Dartmouth, I'm finished. For the day, added Theodore with a smile.
And what a superior day it was, too,
chimed Digby. No, said Dartmouth. I mean, I'm finished laying my cable here in the big harbor.
Finished, are you?
Said Digby.
Superior. And what's next for us three good buddies, then?
Well, said Dartmouth, actually, now I'll be taking the end of my cable here all the way across the ocean.
Going away, are you, Dartmouth?
Said Digby.
Oh, well, that's nice. Off to new places and so forth. Superior.
Well, can you come back tomorrow? Asked Theodore quietly. Well, no, replied Dartmouth. The next day? Asked Theodore. Well, no, repeated Dartmouth. Well, when can you come back, Dartmouth? Continued Theodore. Theodore, said Dartmouth slowly, I won't be coming back to the big harbor for a long time. But it suddenly felt like all the air had leaked out of Theodore's bumpers. Dartmouth was leaving. Theodore was so surprised and upset, he couldn't think of anything to say next. Digby, said Dartmouth, since I won't be here, someone has to look after my cables.
Well, that's only natural,
said Digby. I certainly hope you can find someone good. Would you like to be in charge of my cables when I'm gone? Asked Dartmouth.
Would I?
Shouted Digby right away.
All my starfish and little oysters, would I ever? Should I check cables every day, or some cables one day and others the next? Or maybe half the cables in the morning and half...
Hey, what happened to Theodore? Asked Dartmouth suddenly.
Now, that's funny, said Digby. He didn't even say goodbye.
Theodore floated off by himself.
I don't want Dartmouth to leave, he said softly. I don't want to say goodbye.
Saying goodbye felt like losing a friend, and that felt awful. The next morning, the other tugs set off for work. The dispatcher asked Theodore to stay behind a moment. Theodore, he said, since Dartmouth is leaving this morning, I thought you might like a special time before work to say goodbye to him.
Oh, I don't really want to say goodbye,
replied Theodore quietly. Well, I thought you and Dartmouth were good friends, said the dispatcher, who was very surprised.
But he's going away, said Theodore. And all my friends live here in the big harbor with me.
Theodore's job that morning was moving Barrington barge. He was floating along when he heard a familiar little croaky sound. Sure enough, it was Digby's horn.
Theodore! Theodore!
Shouted the little cable ship, all out of breath.
Wait up! Wait up! Dartmouth is leaving now,
puffed Digby.
And I thought we could go and say goodbye together, and then I'm off to check his cables. Imagine me, Digby D cable ship, in charge of all them humongous cables. Oh, superior.
I don't want to say goodbye, Digby, replied Theodore quickly.
But Theodore,
said Digby, puzzled.
We're the three good buddies, aren't we? And we have to say goodbye together, don't we?
We can't be the three good buddies anymore, replied Theodore softly. Dartmouth won't be here.
Oh-ho,
said Digby slowly.
Well, I'll just say goodbye for you then. Shall I, Theodore?
And with that, Digby floated off as fast as he could. After Theodore had finished moving Barrington barge, he started to go home to his dock. Just then, the harbor rumbled with the sound of a deep, powerful blast. It was Dartmouth's whistle. 2 more long blasts followed. With a sudden chill, Theodore knew Dartmouth was saying goodbye to the harbor. Then, suddenly, a different sound echoed through the big harbor. It was Digby's horn. And it sounded like he was in trouble.
I bet he's stuck somewhere again,
Theodore said to himself, and hurried off in the direction of the sound. Theodore followed Digby's horn to a little cove, and, sure enough, there was the small cable ship.
Oh, Theodore, sputtered Digby. I was officially commencing my first inspection of Dartmouth's cables, and I guess that was kind of exciting and so forth, and I wasn't watching where I was attending to. Well, I guess I kind of got stuck on this spliggity-sploggity sandspit.
Don't worry, Digby, called Theodore. I'll pull you out. Hello, Theodore.
Dartmouth, said Theodore. What are you doing here?
I was leaving, explained Dartmouth, when I heard Digby's horn.
Oh, said Theodore.
And also, I wanted to say goodbye to you, Theodore. Theodore slowly looked up at the big ship.
Dartmouth, he began, I really wanted to say goodbye, but I guess I couldn't. I didn't want you to go away.
Theodore, said Dartmouth in a very gentle voice,